Hi everybody, welcome back to Cheryl's Creations, or welcome to all the new folks. I've had a bunch over the last 2 or 3 days, and so I want to welcome you. And I hope you just enjoy talking yarn with me. So anyway, I also want to make sure, or I want to send out the thoughts that we've had some big tornadoes here in Indiana, and I know they've had some big outbreaks, and so I hope that if you are in one of those areas that you are safe, and you have everything you need. I was out in the wind today. That's this is my wind blown, it's hairdo, so I apologize for that, but anyway, I just hope that everybody is safe, their families, their homes. So I have a couple of different odds and ends today. I wanted to give an update. If you've been watching along, my little miniature patterns that I made into stuffies, Sunday was the Easter egg hunt for the bigger kids, and I gave away, I believe, 15 plushies to the little babies that were not big enough for an Easter egg hunt at my church. And so that's just, we thought in the beginning we were only going to have 7 or 8, and then as we started counting, and people were coming in, and it's a good thing I took this bag. Okay, this is a big bag. Okay, and it was full, and it was overflowing, and there was things, in all the pockets, and this is what I have left. Not much. And so I was really happy to see that was a big success. And the littles were just, they just loved them. Some of them got theirs before church, and they sat in their parents' laps and they just hugged on them. And so I think that was it was fabulous. I loved that. So I'll be thinking about probably doing that again next year. I want to give you an update on the turtle game. I posted this, and I have all kinds of turtles floating around here. I got to gather this one all up because this one's actually sold. I posted it on my Facebook page, and like almost immediately, I had 2 comments. One of the girls I went to high school with wants 2 sets. And another gal I know wants a set. And then yesterday, I get a message from my bonus daughter, who, if you've been following along, you know that she's pregnant. She's due towards the end of May. And she says that they want a set of turtles. But instead of just your average run-of-the-mill turtles, she wants them to be, is it box turtles? No, a tortoise. She wants it to have the tortoise shells with the different sections. She's pushing her luck, but I'm going to give it a shot. Okay. And then just today, I got a message from the gal that is coordinating the craft fair in May that I'm scheduled for, that she would like me to have a set for her when we get to that craft fair. So that's 4 sets. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not counting well today. That's why I don't do math well. So 5 sets of this turtle, just like that. So if you are a vendor Now I will tell you, it takes just a tad bit of time, and it's the mama turtle takes me no time at all. The little baby turtles, depending on how many you do, is what it, how long it'll take you and all of that. But this seems to be a really big hit among some of my friends and people I know. So the last time I showed you that I had gotten a new hook that my friend Kelly had made, and I loved it so much, I had her make me 2 more. So this one is a 4mm hook. And let me tell you, this is the one I use making all the turtle stuff. This is the most comfortable hook. These are, the beads are silicone, so they're a bit squishy. They don't move, but and let me tell you, this is the most comfortable needle. And then she also made me a 3.75. So I wanted to give you an update and let you know I've used these this week. And so if you know somebody that makes them, or if you are a person that makes things to sell, silicone beads, and this is just a plain boy hook. I think she ordered a bunch, but she also, I think you can also pick them up at Walmart or wherever for a buck and a quarter. I don't know how much they cost these days. Now, she did tell me that some of the silicone beads, depending on what you get, are expensive. The last one I showed you that had the little figure on the end, those little flat figures were a little more expensive. But yeah, so there's that. The last thing actually has to do with a crochet project. Imagine that. So I've been trying out some different patterns and doing some different things. And I have a pattern for, I don't know, stingrays, whatever rays these are. Okay. I have a green one and I did a multicolor. I have to put their little mouths on yet. But when I was doing these, I mean, these are small things. I pulled out a bunch of my scrap balls. I'm using the scrap balls on the turtles, but I thought, why not just, use up a couple of things, right? And so I pulled out a gray and I pulled out a white. And, I've heard people talk about, sometimes a 4-weight is not always a 4-weight, that some are bigger than others. And I've really never had that, a huge issue. And until this project. And the white for this feels a little bit heavier. So I think this is an older of the Super Saver, Red Heart Super Saver. And then the flip side, I was doing gray. And this is probably, I love this yarn. Same hook, same tension. I didn't change a whole, anything. But look at the difference. I mean, there's a finger width difference between the two 4-weight yarns. And, I've never had it be that much. I've had a little bit where, just a little tug would get it back where I needed it to be. So yeah, this was kind of interesting. And I don't know if it just has, whether it's the pattern or it was something I was doing. But I mean, you can feel a big difference. And if I put the 2 yarns next to each other, I don't know if you can see, there really is some difference between the white. I don't know if I can get my hand behind it so you can see it better. Oops. Well, this is working really well today. You can kind of see the difference between the I Love This yarn and what I believe is some Red Heart. So, you know, and I know that Affordably Crafty, she does a lot of yarn comparisons, and she talks about wraps per inch. And I'm sure if I would do that with these, I would find at least one, maybe two wraps different between the two yarns. And if you don't know what that is, the way they gauge some of the widths of the yarn is they have these little rulers, and it has like an inch space, and you wrap it, and however many times you go around is your wraps per inch. And then there is a graph that goes with it of, you know, so many wraps are a 3 weight, a 4 weight, a 5 weight. So I don't have one of those nifty tools. I just dig stuff out of my box and use it. So anyway, that was my interesting find for the week. I wanted to give... Some of you may have watched the video about works in progress that go nowhere. Well, let me tell you, this work in progress, the tractor, the John Deere tractor that has gone nowhere. Haven't touched it. Maybe next month. I think I said that last month, but maybe next month I'll have some work on it. Because, you know, the craft fair that I have next month is it's in some real farming country. And I bet if I had 10 of those, I could sell 10 of those. But I'm not gonna. I don't even know whether I'm gonna have one. So that's the deal today. So, okay. I'm going to get off of here and get back to work because I have lots of things to do. Oh, and I'm going to have to start cleaning up my room. You guys can't look too far behind me. I tend to stack things on the ironing board. But, oh, you know, it gets out of control in here, and then I clean it up. And then it gets out of control again, and then I clean it up. So I think it's about time to clean it back up. So, because I have some sacks sitting down here on the floor. I don't know if you can see those. I went to Joann Fabrics. I had to get more of the blanket yarn for a few of my projects. I'll show you some basic colors. I'll show you those later. Maybe in the next one, you know. So, all right. So I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. And I hope that the end of this week is good for everyone, that the weather stays calm. And if you are meeting up with family this weekend, I hope you have a great time. Hopefully I'll get one more video in sometime maybe on Saturday. All depends. I don't know. My dad's coming home from Florida. I have a list of things to do. So anyway, have a great evening. If you've not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and check back in and see what kind of whirlwind of projects I'm into the next time. Crochet away, everybody.